Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Left Thumbs. My name is Graham and today I'm taking a look at Tyto Ecology. It just came out and it's the first game by Immersed Games. I think as a Canadian it would be goofy if I picked anything other than an armadillo, so I'm going to be an armadillo. I'm actually a biologist myself and my brother's an ecologist, and so I felt kind of compelled to check out this game. I'm not sure if I would have really given it much thought otherwise, but there's not a lot of games based around this sort of stuff, so I was pretty interested to check it out. Seemed like a good candidate for first impressions. Grassland's closest to like my home ecosystem, so I think I'm going to go with that as a biome. Normally with these first impression videos I play a game for about half an hour and I cut it down to some of the bigger moments from my playthrough, and then I'll share my final thoughts on it. I've been told this game's kind of has a slow start with the tutorial and everything, so I'll probably play it closer to an hour before I wrap things up. Hey, I'm Owlbot. Welcome to Tyto Ecology. Here you can grow and maintain your very own ecosystem. This is your biodome. It looks pretty empty now, but don't worry, it'll be home to all sorts of plant and animals soon. Let's take a look around. Oh, okay. Yeah, this goofy little Owlbot to fly around with. Adding life. You're able to add many cool animals and plants to your biodome. You will be able to unlock and learn about all these species over time. Place a consumer. Let's try placing your first consumer. Consumers... Don't you think you need like plant life first? Consumer shouldn't be first. I will place a prairie dog. Oh, they're already populating. Man, these things must be fucking like crazy. This guy's already a little bit stuck. This little thing is just pooping out prairie dogs. But just based on descriptions and basic trailers I've seen for this game, it looks a lot like the terraforming part of Spore. You get to like place plants and animals, and you got to make sure you have some predators and some consumers, stuff like that. And I always liked that part of this game, but this seems like that minus the terraforming part of it. Average health, average hunger. Yeah, of course they're hungry. There's like no plants. Am I gonna have to stick in this view the whole time? A top-down view would be a lot easier for like managing things. It'd be nice if I could switch between the two, like kind of live within my, oh look at my sleepy little prairie dog. Aww. I'll get you some food, you little cutie. Yeah, I'd prefer if I could switch between this view and a top-down. Have a bit of both. Enter the strategic view. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, perfect. Blue Grandma? Blazing Star. I actually spent a summer studying the Blazing Star. That's funny that these made it in here. Blazing Star must be pretty widespread then, must not be only in Alberta. Blue Grandma, we have that too. Make sure you put lots of grass in the grassland. Makes sense. Average hunger, 98. Oh, they're doing fine. Spend Tyto coins from my achievement. Earn these through weekly rewards and achievements. Ooh, red fox. Foxes are like my favorite. Now, do I overlap this with the prairie dog, or do I put that elsewhere? Oh, it's so widespread, it kind of has to. Okay then, yes. Balanced ecosystem. With predators around, prey animals won't overpopulate. Great job. Now that you have a few inhabitants, be careful about detritus. Detritus is another word for waste, such as dead leaves, bones, and poop. Allowing too much detritus to build up will harm everything in your ecosystem. Gotta clean up that shit. Already this game is starting to feel like high school biology. I mean, there's literally only so much you can do with it. Like, I can't expect them to include everything, but I hope that things, once you start adding all these different components, that the complexity starts to increase. Your decomposers will consume detritus every day. Detritus, I don't know, either or. The flow of matter. You now understand the basics of maintaining an ecosystem. You know, this game is like, it functions well as like an educational thing. I guess the expectation isn't that you have people who do this for a living playing the game. You can speed up the game, that's nice. Average health of everything in your biodome, 100%. It's the healthiest thing there possibly could be. Your new biodome needs a name. What will you call it? Oh. The Thunderdome. All capitals. You can take a picture of your ecosystem at any time. Yeah, that's probably not something I'm gonna really do. I mean, this doesn't look that cool. Just 2 little foxes. Better hope there's a male and a female. 1 day old. Well, they're a little young to be banging anyways, so I hope that I hope they're being careful. Who's gonna be doing the sexual education for the foxes in my biodome? The prairie dogs obviously don't really have it figured out. They're populating, they're breeding like crazy. They wouldn't be very good teachers. Also might be a little bit of a conflict of interest because they would probably start trying to convert the foxes to like vegetarian or something. I don't know why I'm like playing out this scenario in my mind of how prairie dogs would teach foxes, but oh my god, is this very, very slow moving fox gonna go munch a gopher? Because I want to see that shit. Oh, you poor little guy, you're out on your own. Oh, don't worry, this fox is blind as a bat. And also, its legs are broken, or something. Oh, this hill is ever so slightly too steep. The biodex. Oh, hello there. Size, lifespan, reproduction, where it can grow. Oh. I better throw down some grass where this little guy is. I don't want him to starve. Although maybe I shouldn't be lending such a big hand. I should just let nature take its course and fuck up this little idiot who ran away from where the grass was. Ooh, rabbits. I want to add some rabbits. There's pollinators. That's cool. Scavengers, I don't quite know what purpose that would serve in this ecosystem. Like if that would also be eating dead matter the way that the decomposers do. And it's a little silly to only have 1 plant species, so I think I better unlock the next guy. These these things just like fall over onto their side. It just makes it look like they just dropped dead. Consumer's Paradise. Place 5 animal territories in your biodome. Try not to let them starve. Yeah, that's generally, well, I mean, I'd like for them to not starve, but if they do, then I can just blame nature. That's not really my fault. So the game's either sped up or it's not. I wish that I had more of fine control, like 2, 4, 8 times speed. Let me kind of mess around with that if I want. Poor little guy. Dead prairie dog. Hunger 97%. This guy was... You didn't even eat the whole thing. Go back there and top up your tank there, buddy. You're 4% and you're going to let this guy go to waste? What a piece of shit that fox is. Man, you're a slow-moving rabbit. Those foxes are going to eat you no problem. You can take a look at how they'll interact with other things, what habitat they prefer, their life cycle, and social? Can I place one on another? No, it will not let me. Holy shit, they just cover the entire area. It doesn't matter where I toss these guys down. No one appears to be starving. I should really be like placing more stuff then? How the fuck do I close this goddamn tip? I have like, there's like a notification thing, but I guess nothing of significance has happened yet. You survived 1 week. Just 51 more of those and you might have an achievement that's actually impressive. Well, thanks for building me up just to tear me down, Tycho. Weekly income. Okay, so once a week I get to unlock more stuff. Diversity score, 6. For plants, 1.7, not great. Average health of animals is great. Plants is not so great. Are my plants gonna like... Oh, they're getting a little bit devastated. Are they gonna kind of like spread out though? They'll like repopulate on their own and everything? Shit. You hungry little bastard, you're eating my entire blazing star. Hey, I managed to drop my detritus levels, so it is now in a healthy state. Perfect. I'm gonna place some more asters and some more pollinators, I think. Get that plant diversity up. Where the hell does it say, like, what day it is? How do I know how far along I am? A group of moths died. Ew. I should be able to click on the notification and it should, like, kind of show me where this is going on. But, oh my god, my earthworms are getting super fucked. Oh, you shitty groundhogs. Eat the goddamn grass instead. Things are ramping up. It might be getting like a little bit out of my control. I kind of have my consumers spread out in the corners here, trying not to have them too clustered, although their ranges are just like enormous, so it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, scroll up to enter camera view. I am clearly doing that. Please stop telling me. Weekly income, how did I do? Pretty good diversity score. Plant diversity didn't change too much. Yeah, I should probably be focusing more on that actually. Having animal diversity is like marginally important compared to having plant diversity. But I really want to add some snakes, so I'm going to plop some snakes down first. I just want them. I want snakes. Oh, I just had some moths die. I better place some more pollinators. Let's take a look at some of the settings. What can I do? Flight speed. Oh, more please. More turn speed, please. Max time away? I don't know what that means. Graphics? There's not really any graphics options. Oh, I think I just blindly clicked the save button. Global stats. So I only have the one zone. Average health is high. Fish. You can add fish. I guess I just have to wait until there's somewhere to put them. Okay, there's going to be water in zone 3 through 5. So if I'm not going to make it that far today, but when I do, I can start adding fish. That's something I want. I just wish there was the terraforming aspect where I can like control that myself. I seem to be suddenly unable to place things. The fuck, man? Something went wrong between when I accidentally saved and now, and I can't actually place anything anymore. Oh, a dead fox. One of my foxes died. Fuck this game. How are you gonna repopulate when there's only one of you? I mean, like, I guess that's it then? That's all I get to play? Probably just a minor glitch. It just came out. I'm sure it's something they'll iron out soon, so I'll try not to hold it against the game, but it's like pretty annoying. The game seems relaxing. Like I said, it's kind of like that terraforming part of Spore, but it's like a little more complicated. I wish that you had more control over the ecosystem as a whole. The way the plants stay in like goofy little clusters is kind of not very realistic. I wish that was just how they started, and then they started to kind of naturally start to spread out on their own, so that like when the next generation of things come up, they start spreading out and filling in these little niches and these gaps. Specifically, plants should spread and meander on their own, and then animals not so much. Their range is enormous anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, the biodex is cool, and it talks about their diet and stuff, but it's hard to really understand what role they're playing in this ecosystem right now. It tells me things like a group of moths has died, and I wish I could click on it and it would show me where those moths were, and I wish maybe it would give me a breakdown and say like they all starved to death or they were all eaten. Then you get an idea of there wasn't enough plant life nearby, there was too many consumers nearby, something like that. Give you an idea of how you need to balance things out better. I just got all these sleepy snakes and rabbits everywhere. Just having a little nap together, little buddies. How many points does it take to unlock some of the higher up things? All the way up to like 150. Holy fuck. You gotta play this game a long time before it's 150. But you know, at that point, I assume you start expanding into some of these other zones here. I have no indication of when. Oh, okay. So it's same thing. You just you have to unlock them in order here. Okay, and it's too bad you can't unlock Zone 5. Like, you can do either adjacent one. That would be kind of nice. But maybe they purposely want to make you wait before you can get into the water systems. They really need to add some sort of indicator that shows me, like, time of day or something. Being able to, like, fly around and look at my little critters is kind of neat. I mean, the graphics are, like, so-so. They're simplistic, which makes it, like, kind of easy to see what's going on. But at the same time, they're, like, a little bit goofy. The way that they, like, move around is so rigid. And, like, only his legs are moving, and they're moving all, like, slowly and kind of goofily. So, like, the animation and the art is a little bit lacking, but, like, it's not really taking away from the experience. That's not really what this game is about. I could see this game being nice to fiddle around with, and was not totally marketed as it. It's like a good educational experience. I wish that you could pull up some graphs that chart population metrics. There's some like really common examples used in textbooks and stuff that are like rabbits and wolves, and it will show, you know, the wolf population gets too high, it eats all the rabbits, the rabbit population goes low, following that the wolf population drops, the rabbits come back up, the wolves come back up, and like cycles like that. It'd be cool if you could pull up population metrics for different species, and you could get an idea of like, oh, my foxes are thriving and my prairie dogs are getting decimated right now. I should probably bolster the prairie dog population a little bit. I think the development is like ongoing. They're still adding things to the game, so I could see them fleshing this out and making something like pretty cool here. And I only looked at the one biome. There's 3 different biomes right now that you can work with probably more coming. So, you know, it's like a cheap game too. It was like $7. So if you just want to like come mess around, just chill out for a few hours, build yourself a fun little ecosystem, then yeah, I'd say it's hard to recommend this game because it's a very like niche. Not everyone's gonna enjoy it by any means, but there's gonna be some people out there who are gonna get a good kick out of it. Check out the description below, and I'll be sure to provide links to the website and the Steam page for Tyto Ecology, so you can check it out for yourself. I'll provide some links to some other first impressions videos I've done if you want to take a look at that. Maybe a let's play if you want to look at that instead. Watch me and some buddies play some games. Subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, and I hope to see you guys again soon.